Criminal defense attorney Heather Hansen with us here in studio this afternoon. Circumstantial evidence is just fine.
Well, especially if it piles up the way that it has in this case. What the problem is, there's no direct evidence because we don't have the murder weapon yet. They haven't found the gun. They're still looking for it. They dredged a lake out there near Attleboro. They haven't been able to find it, but they have enough circumstantial evidence here that the judge commented on it as one of the reasons that she wasn't giving bail.
Let's bring our legal panel to talk about this, break it all down. Criminal defense attorney Midwin Charles and trial attorney Heather Hansen.
That's the perfect point because it's the publicity. They're claiming that Teresa was not employed in 2009. In 2009, she started the Real Housewives show. The whole world practically knows that Teresa was employed. So it's going to be a very difficult case to defend. I agree with Midwin. Talking about a plea would probably be a good idea.
The aggravating phase, I don't think will be very long. I think you've heard earlier in the show that there are aggravating factors that are pretty undeniable. The victims were under 12 years old. However, in the mitigating phase, of the 8 mitigating factors, Dr. Gosnell only really falls under one, and that's character and record of good deeds. So someone is going to have to testify to his character and record of good deeds.
Generally speaking, Heather, the rule of thumb is you don't have a duty necessarily to speak to authorities unless...
Well, you have a duty to report child abuse, for sure.
Especially if you're a teacher or a coach?
Absolutely, and I believe that that's what some of these indictments are going to encompass. You know, you have a duty to report child abuse, and then after the fact, you have a duty not to obstruct justice, not to tamper with evidence, not to hide things to protect the children who are involved.
How are you going to prove that it was McDonald's and not your Dunkin' Donuts donut in the morning or the Pop-Tarts that you ate that caused the obesity? The causation...
Have you been following me around?
Just today.
All right. Go ahead.
The causation is difficult, or that it's not genetic. And so these types of lawsuits are just not going to succeed.